How, Rupper, have the Habs limited one of the top offenses in the game to just 7 goals over the last 4 games?
We talk about the neutral zone so much in the other series that's going on, but it's been really prevalent in this one too, or maybe it's been non-existent if you're the Vegas Golden Knights. They haven't been able to get through that neutral zone cleanly, and this is a team that off the rush led the NHL in goals in the regular season with 53. So, I mean, for that to be something that they have going for them, all of a sudden taken away, now you got to manufacture offense in other ways, and as you can see right there to the right column, that's simply not happening.
That's a problem.
Yeah, and you know, I think there's a lot of frustration that you have to give credit to Montreal, and the fact, even this point, not to call this guy out, but he's the captain on the team, and he's going to have to wear some of that. I don't know where Mark Stone is in this series. Like, he's non-existent, not just offensively as everybody is, so it's not blaming him. Defensively, he's turning the puck over. I mean, this is the Selke guy. So, you know, and that's, again, not to call him out, but that's what's going on here. So I think that there's a lot of credit to be had for this Montreal team. They're clogging up that neutral zone, and they're big four defensemen, man. They've been keeping everybody away from Carey Price. And that's been an issue because they haven't gotten good second chance opportunities. And Montreal just looks like they've thrown a wrench in all of Vegas's plans. Yeah, very impressed with the team discipline by Montreal. And as I'm watching them play, they play man-on-man everywhere. And it's not necessarily man-on-man, normal type of man-on-man defense. It's if someone has the puck and there's not a man on him, the closest guy goes to him. And he's on him. His stick is on the ice. They're not worrying about running him through the boards. They're worried about containing. And they contain. And as soon as there's a play made and it goes to somebody in this series, Vegas, it was Toronto, it was Winnipeg, there's a player on that player as soon as he gets the puck. And it's a tough way to play when you're trying to generate offense because Montreal, they don't take chances on their pinches. I think one period, and it was probably the first period in Game 4 where Montreal was actually pinching in the first period. Otherwise, they wait at the far blue line with a forward back, and they do not allow Vegas to come out of their zone in close proximity. And if you watch teams flow and they want to have, you talk about close puck support. So when you're coming out of your zone, there's close puck support. The three of us come out, it's boom, 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 short passes. How many times have we seen Vegas try the long bomb pass? Doesn't work because as soon as it's touched, there's a Canadian on that player. You see an individual rush through the zone. That's fine. They'll pick you up and they'll meet you at the blue line. You don't see Vegas, you didn't see Toronto, you didn't see Winnipeg come out of their zone in short pass support. And that's something that Montreal has eliminated because they get on you hard in a forecheck and they don't allow you to get out of your zone quick. In the neutral zone, they don't allow you to regroup the puck in the neutral zone, bring it back, throw it over. Doesn't happen. And they take away the long pass. So they're eliminating that neutral zone. And they're disciplined to doing that system. And it's a tough thing to play, Rupper. You know what it's like. You played in those disciplined systems in Jersey. I played them in Dallas and Colorado. You play that system, you're like, man, this is tough work. Like, it's tough work game in and game out. But for Montreal, so far, and it's going to be tough to break through, it's been very, very successful. And it's allowed those defensemen to gap up, close out, do those things. If you're a fan watching this game and you're maybe not a fan of either of these teams, you're just a fan of hockey, please watch the back pressure from their forwards. Billy Lindsay did an awesome tape on it yesterday. Their back pressure through the neutral zone is off the charts. Every single player on Montreal is committed to that game. Well, if I'm a defenseman, I'm taking those guys out to dinner because that makes my job a lot easier.
Sure.
Like, I don't have to sit here and deal with a talented player coming down and I'm on an island. Like, I'm getting help. It's like in football. It's like the cornerback getting out on an island with a number 1 wide receiver. No, I want help. Help. Okay, come over here, shade him over. Yeah, like let me do my thing. Let me be physical on this guy. They're doing that, and they've been exceptional all playoffs.
Yeah, they have, and that's just talking 5-on-5. I mean, we haven't even gotten into the fact that Vegas has not scored a power play goal, and on the other side, Montreal has not allowed a power play goal in 12 straight games. That's an NHL record, folks. They are 28 for 28 over that span on the PK. And overall, going back to even the beginning of the postseason when Toronto scored 3 total power play goals against them, they're 93.2% on the kill. How do you explain this, Reader?
Well, first of all, I explain it. They've played 12 games, and they've been short 28 times. So they've taken 28 shorthanded situations. That's just over 2, because 2 is 24. My math's not that great, but I know 12 plus 12 is 24.
the discipline of not taking penalties. And again, last game, 2 penalties. They took 2 penalties, and they were 2 for 2 on the penalty kill. Best way to kill a penalty is not take penalties, and also not allow the other team to get a momentum. If you take 3 or 4 or 5, those 4 or 5 are where you're going to run into trouble trying to kill them. You take 2, you're fresh. The other team has got no rhythm. And you talk about back pressure, 5-on-5 rubber. They are so good as a group on the penalty kill. They all pressure at the same time. They don't allow the opposition to get outnumbered on pucks. You watch the Canadiens on a penalty kill, they'll have 3 guys on 2 on the boards. They're all moving at the same time. Their stick position is excellent. And your best penalty killer is always your goaltender. Carey Price, when there is a stop to be made, he's there. The biggest key to me is the fact that they do not take a lot of penalties. They are so disciplined. And when you are disciplined and you're only giving 1 or 2 chances against, it's tough for that opposition to get in that rhythm. The other thing with Montreal is they're one of the top teams. I believe they led the league in shorthanded goals of the regular season. When you have that weapon, the other team is like, maybe I just won't give that extra little push. They've got a couple shorties in the playoffs.
They have more shorties than power play goals allowed. Yeah. So they have since like round 1, which is crazy.
Yeah. And then the last point I want to make is that play and the lack of taking penalties and putting the team on the power play, that spills over 5-on-5. I've always been a firm believer of not even the results of the penalty kill or the power play on either side, whatever way you want to look at it, but it's more that you give the offensive, the skilled players in the other team free touches, allows them to find their game, to feel good about their game, and it spills over 5-on-5. They're not doing that. Yeah. So when they kind of put the thumb on Connor and
the Oilers?
I'm at Toronto. Sorry. When they put the thumb on those guys, where's Mitch Marner? Where's Austin Matthews? And it's where's the big time scores for the Winnipeg Jets? They're not getting those free touches. They're not feeling good about themselves. So now when they get 5-on-5 and you're just buzzing the tower all the time, coming up, they're like lost. They're deer in headlights. So I think that their PK spills over to their 5-on-5 success as well.